We're talking with Matt and Joy Thayer, two of the best filmmakers in America today. They're brilliant, they're independent, they've written, produced, and millions of people have watched their work and loved it. And then all of a sudden they decided to say the truth about Donald Trump, and then they got cut off. I want to read from a press release that's just out. It says, when we released the film, big tech completely throttled it. Our social media accounts were marginalized, pushed down, and in some cases, completely vaporized. The streaming platform slow-rolled us through the process, and as a result, the film was hardly seen. Our film swag, hoodies and t-shirts, were taken down off Facebook for alleged violations against the community standards related to selling live animals and alcohol, despite neither of those things being included in our inventory. Ever since, we've hit roadblock after roadblock in trying to get the film out to the public, said the film's director and writer, Matt Thayer. Matt, describe that censorship.
Well, it just kind of started off from the beginning. I mean, we hit the deadlines to get it out to the aggregate service so that it could get out to the streaming platforms, intending for it to be released prior to the 2020 election, and they slow rolled us through the process. There's just really no explanation for it, because most of the time it's a couple of week process, and it took weeks and weeks and weeks until it just didn't come out until after the election. And then as we tried to put it out on social media, which is where you have to advertise these days, we couldn't even give Facebook money to advertise this product. And so they marginalized us. Our Twitter account was completely vaporized, which is ridiculous, because really the PR people that were helping us at the time were just posting positive pictures about the president and how he's interacting with women, quotes from the movie. And yet Twitter decided to just completely destroy our account. It's gone. We have nothing. There's nothing left. And so when you live in a world like that, it's like, how do you get a product out that goes against the narrative?
How do you feed yourself when you've been demonetized? You can't sell any of the product. I mean, Joy, tell about the cutting off of your ability to even sell products.
Yeah, I think that was crazy. We got an email saying that our sweatshirts and T-shirts didn't comply with their community standards. And like you said, they were telling us that it was the buying or selling of alcohol or the buying or selling of live animals. So I take a picture and I send it back and I said, this is a sweatshirt, this is a women's T-shirt, you know, this kind of thing. And they didn't even respond, and they said that we do not comply, and they just removed our whole store. And so then when you think that you're going to be able to provide a service for people and you're going to be able to do all this stuff, and they cut that off, and you have put money into the making of these sweatshirts and T-shirts, and now you've got inventory and the making of the film. We brought in investors for that film. This was not a Trump financed film, and we've got investors that we need to make sure that they're taken care of and they're repaid and all that kind of stuff. It just really just cut us at their knees, you know, and we were just going, how do we do this? But our real concern was, if they can do that for a film that doesn't vilify anybody, that just tells a story about the president, what are they going to do next? You know, we're really concerned of not only is how this is going to squeeze us financially and economically, that they're going after the American people because they know that that's a pain point that's going to hurt them, so that they can keep their mouths shut and they can control them that way. And we are so excited about this event because it can be a new form of distribution. And Matt always says, he relates this to being homespun and you know, how America back in 1776, we said, wait, we're not going to go after, we're not going to allow tyranny to go after us. We are going to do something about it.
Yeah, the Brits, you know, controlled the trade routes. And so America said, all right, we're going to come up with our own manufacturing, and we're not going to buy British goods. And so this is our time to do that.
There was a Harvard study done of the president's first 100 days in office, and they found that he got historic negative coverage. Historic.
This is Trump world. Everybody in it is a liar.
It's really the beginning of the end.
The beginning of the end.
All the walls closing in on him.
He's a bigot.
It is racist.
He's a narcissist.
He's always hated women.
The Trump family's a criminal enterprise.
I know we've said it over and over.
You think this is a tipping point?
And over and over.
It's all so sad.
The Trump I know.